Good afternoon and welcome to the 2024 Cox Inspirational Student Heroes and the Escambia County Council on PTAs and PTSAs Student of the Year Awards. My name's David Delleman. I'm the Gulf Coast Market Vice President for Cox, and I want to extend a warm welcome to each of you here today as we celebrate the amazing accomplishments of these students. When our company's founder, Governor James M. Cox from Ohio, started this company 125 years ago, he knew he had to take care of those who came behind him. Being a former school teacher himself, Governor Cox pledged to give back to students in the communities we serve and to make sure they have the tools necessary to receive a quality education. Fast forward to today, and you'll see the Cox family living that same pledge. Today's students are tomorrow's future. In this room, we have future community leaders, doctors, lawyers, teachers, electricians, maybe even their next superintendent of schools. Sometimes, though, kids, just like adults, hit obstacles in their lives. Today, we'll recognize 54 students from across Escambia County who not just hit an obstacle, but overcame those obstacles while still maintaining a positive attitude. These heroes have endured unthinkable challenges in their life, yet they come to school each day with their heads up and smiles on their faces, inspiring those around them. It's a privilege for all of us at Cox to honor these 54 student heroes. We started this program in New Orleans 30 years ago. Our Cox heroes today join an elite list of those who continue to inspire everyone they encounter. Their positive attitudes displayed daily provide a little extra sunshine on those around them, and today we turn that spotlight back on them, our heroes. On behalf of our 350 Cox employees locally, we thank you for taking the time to join us for this celebration, and congratulations to each of our heroes. At this time, I'd like to turn the program over to Jennifer Harrison, President of the Escambia County Council of PTAs and PTSAs.
Good afternoon. My name is Jennifer Harrison, and I am the current president of the Escambia County Council PTA. We are so excited to have you all here this afternoon to honor all of our students. The Escambia County Council of PTA and PTSAs is a group of local PTAs organized under the authority of the Florida Congress of Parents and Teachers. Excuse me. Its purpose is to provide leadership, to serve, to assist, and to act as a resource for local PTAs and PTSAs. Organized into the council, PTAs can provide the impact of a united effort for which we are recognized. This afternoon, the Escambia County Council of PTAs, PTSAs recognize those who in many cases have overcome tremendous challenges and met with success through dedication and perseverance. This award recognizes those students who have seen significant improvement in various areas such as study habits, classroom behavior, interpersonal skills, or achievement of a specific academic or other relevant goal while overcoming a personal or family hardship or challenge. Today, we come together to celebrate our pride in their accomplishments. At this time, we'd like to call out Zaila Goebel from CAYs to lead us in our Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you so much. And now I would like to introduce our superintendent, Mr. Keith Leonard.
Thank you, Jennifer. Welcome to all of you, in particular those 54 students that are here this afternoon, for knocking down the door. Have any of you ever heard of Bum Phillips? The older people have. Sorry, Mr. Fetzko. Bum Phillips was the head coach for the Houston Oilers when I was a kid growing up. And they would make it to the to the NFC finals, and they would always lose. And finally, Bum Phillips said, this year, we're going to knock down that door. And do you know how he ended up knocking down that door? Earl Campbell. He gave the ball to Earl Campbell time and time again. There's 54 Earl Campbells here. You saw obstacles, you saw opportunities, and you took them. And this afternoon, you're going to be recognized for having done so. We are so blessed at the Escambia County Public School System to have partners like Cox. Thank you, David. Thank you, Cam. I just met you, young lady. I can't remember your first name. What's your first name? Thank you, ma'am. For those of you that know me, that doesn't surprise you about that long. We are so excited to have the support of our community. We talked earlier in the year about the three things we wanted to make sure that we occur, and tonight is that very first one. We wanted to make sure we inspired. Then we wanted to make certain that we were encouraging. And then lastly, that we had our community in participation with our school district. There's no finer example than this afternoon. Congratulations to those 54 recipients.
Thank you very much, Superintendent Leonard. This is a great partnership with the school district, so we thank you very much for those kind words. I'm Cam Johnson. I'm the Government and Public Affairs Manager for Cox in the East Region. I'd also like to thank you all for being here today. We have a few other special guests that I would like to recognize that are here with us today. Please hold your applause until the end. State Representative Michelle Salzman, District 1 is here. That's okay. Go ahead, Kristen. School Board Member District 2, Paul Fetzko. School Board Member District 3, David Williams. School Board Member District 4, Patty Hightower. And School Board Member District 5, Bill Slayton. Thank you all for being here. I'd also like to recognize Escambia County Commissioner Jeff Burgash and ask him to come to the stage at this moment. He has a special presentation for the kids. So, Commissioner Burgash.
Thank you very much. Well, good afternoon, everyone. It's been a number of years since I've been to one of these ceremonies, but I can tell you, as a school board member for 10 years prior to joining the county commission, this was always one of my favorite ceremonies, this and graduation, because it's young people succeeding and, like the superintendent said, knocking down the barriers. So congratulations to all these students who are going to be recognized tonight. On behalf of Chairman Stephen Barry, who could not be here tonight, he's the chairman of the Board of County Commissioners, he asked me to present, so I'll read this very brief proclamation that the Board of County Commissioners approved at our last meeting. And I'll present this to you, Cam, and to Jennifer from the PTA. Whereas the Cox Inspirational Student Hero Awards program began over 30 years ago in New Orleans, Louisiana, and has spread to other Cox Communications markets in the East and Central regions, this year, Cox Communications has partnered with the Escambia County Council of PTAs, PTSAs, to present the Cox Inspirational Student Hero Awards and Escambia County Council PTAs, PTSAs Student of the Year program. And whereas on Monday, May 6th, 2024, the Cox Inspirational Student Hero Awards and Escambia County Council of PTAs, PTSAs Student of the Year program will honor 53, it says 53, but I think 54. We're going to honor 54 students in Escambia County. These students were chosen by a leadership committee at their school due to their resilience in the face of adversity. And whereas these 54 inspirational students have overcome the loss of a family member, a medical issue, a difficult family situation, or a similar hardship, and they did so with a positive attitude and a smile on their face. These students were chosen. These amazing students that were chosen have inspired others by overcoming extreme hardships and leading by example. And whereas during this event, the students will be introduced by a representative from their school who will inform those in attendance why the student was selected as a Cox Communications Inspirational Student Hero and the Escambia County Council of PTA, PTSA's Student of the Year. And whereas Cox Communications and the Escambia County Council of PTAs, PTSAs are proud to present each Inspirational Student Hero and Student of the Year with a personalized engraved medallion along with a certificate of honor. Now therefore be it proclaimed, the Board of County Commissioners of Escambia County, Florida hereby recognizes and congratulates all 54 students selected as the Cox Communications Inspirational Student Heroes and the Escambia County PTSA's Student of the Year. Signed, the Board of County Commissioners of Escambia County, Florida, Stephen Berry, Chairman, District 5, Jeff Burgash, District 1, Michael Kohler, District 2, and Lumen J. May, District 3. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Commissioner Burgash. We would also like to thank Baptist Healthcare for their sponsorship of this great event. And finally, of course, we want to thank all of our volunteers that are here today from both Cox Communications and the Escambia County Council of PTAs and PTSAs. We certainly could not do this without their help. So thank you very much to our volunteers for all their help today. As you heard, these are some very special students we're going to be honoring today. They might not be the valedictorian, they might not be the all-star quarterback or the basketball star, but they are an all-star in their own right. They deserve these recognitions and they deserve the spotlight today. Each student will be called to the stage with their presenter, where their presenter will give a brief description on why the student was chosen. Some of the stories could be longer than others, and that's okay. We want the schools and the families to share information that you're comfortable being shared in public. And again, we have 54 heroes this year, so please, I'd like to remind everybody to keep your comments brief, but definitely share with us why the student was chosen. Following the introduction, the student will step over to the right of the stage, our left, where they will receive several different awards. They will receive a medallion engraved from Cox Communications. They will receive an Outstanding Student Medallion, courtesy of Baptist Healthcare. They will receive certificates of congratulations from Cox, ECC PTA, Congressman Matt Gaetz, Senator Doug Broxson, State Representative Michelle Salzman, and State Representative Alex Andrade. They will also receive a letter of congratulations from United States Senator Rick Scott, and they will also receive a season pass to Splash City Adventures. So absolutely a lot. I love how the water park's the best part, right? Save the best for last. There we go. See, Michelle, now you know. All right. After that, after they receive all of their loot, then they're going to pose for a picture over here with Jennifer, David, and also Superintendent Littard. And while you're over there, you're going to type a cell phone number into the tablet, and that picture will be texted to that number. So it will not be a printout, it'll be a digital picture that'll be sent to that phone number, and then you can send it on to whoever from there. In the program, you will notice that the students are listed alphabetically by the school name, and that's the order in which we're going today. When they checked in, each student should have received a name tag. Each hero received a name tag. On the back of that name tag is a number, and that's the number in which they're going to be called up. We're going to be called up in groups of 10. The students will line up on my right, the left side of the room. Mr. Howard over here, Chris, raise your hand. That's Chris Howard from Cox. He's going to help get everybody in order. So if we can get numbers 1 through 10 to go ahead and start lining up over here with your presenter, and we'll get started in just a second. We're ready to go, so let's get started with the awards. Representing A.K. Suter Elementary School is Christina Chapin, the teacher of Terrence Robinson.
This is Terrence Robinson from A.K. Suter. Terrence has consistently demonstrated what it means to be a model student. His dedication to learning, his positive attitude, and his willingness to go above and beyond have set him apart. Terrence approaches each day with enthusiasm and a desire to do well, inspiring his peers and teachers alike. What truly makes Terrence stand out is his ability to overcome challenges. Life often presents us with obstacles, but it is how we face those obstacles that defines us. Terrence has faced challenges head on, demonstrating remarkable resilience, determination, and strength of character. His journey serves as an inspiration to all of us, showing that hard work, perseverance, and a positive mindset, anything is possible. He has shown us that challenges are opportunities to grow. AK Suter is so proud of you, Terrence. We are excited to see all of the amazing things you will continue to achieve in your future. Congratulations.
Our next hero is Jasmine Long from Bellevue Elementary School, and she'll be introduced by Principal Ashley Kemp.
Allow tragedy to fortify your strength. Refuse to let it weaken you. This quote exemplifies Bellevue Elementary's Cox hero, Jasmine Long. She exudes strength, courage, intelligence, has a heart of gold, perseverance, and a child that already knows her why. When meeting Jasmine, you would not know she has overcome great adversity. However, Jasmine lost her mother to a hard-fought battle with cancer while at Bellevue, and although no one ever recovers fully from losing a parent, Jasmine has made her mom her why. When you ask Jasmine why she chooses to do the right thing on an everyday basis, she will tell you, "I do it for my mom, because I know that is what she would want me to do if she was here." Furthermore, Jasmine stated, "I just don't ever feel like doing anything other than my best. I simply want to be the best I can be." Jasmine shines in her actions, decisions, and each step to achieve her goals in her mother's memory. To expand on Jasmine's excellence, she is an active Bellevue Eagle. She is on our flag assembly team, participated in multiple musical presentations, was integral in our third-place finish in Science Olympiad, as well as our second-place finish in Battle of the Books, and was a participant on our Sunshine Math team. She is dedicated to building her capacity, and it is reflected in her grades, earning level 5s during state testing, actively participating in Accelerated Reader, and any academic initiative that is offered on our campus. She has also been on President's Honor Roll every semester she has been at Bellevue. Jasmine is a leader, role model, and is the epitome of greatness. Without a doubt, the Bellevue family knows that her mother watches over her. She will be proud of how extraordinary Jasmine is and will become in her future endeavors. Bellevue Elementary is proud to present Jasmine Long as our Cox hero.
Willie Davis from Bellevue Middle School will introduce us to their hero, David Stallworth.
All right, this is David Stallworth. Throughout his time at Bellevue Middle School, David has met challenges with confidence in the classroom. Dealing with autism is no small order. However, he has handled his struggles within the classroom and with different personalities with dignity in class. He has had a hard time at times, even speaking up for himself and advocating for himself, but throughout the school year, he's managed to do that quite well. David Stallworth has been a very successful student this year. He has a good heart and is a very hardworking student. David has integrated successfully into his chorus class and thoroughly enjoys his experience with chorus. David is always wanting to learn and giving 100% at trying to learn as much as he can. He has grown to become a very independent young man and a productive member of our classroom. David always completes his homework assignments and always completes his work to the very best of his ability. David is one of the students that I trust with classroom responsibilities always. David is a very thoughtful young man of other people as well. He performs these tasks with enthusiasm and pride. He is a model student of the warrior way. He is respectful and kind. He always tries his best to make responsible choices. He is always staying safe. I'm very proud of him and his accomplishments. This is my boy, David. He also has a cumulative GPA of a 3.54. He is, like we know, the Cox hero. He loves cooking and travel. And so if you want to get a dish, this is the guy to meet. Okay. All right. Thank you, guys. Have a great day.
Ms. Vinci from Beulah Elementary School will introduce us to their student, Matthew Gonzalez.
Matthew is an extraordinary student, a true standout among his peers. Both his classmates and his teachers can attest to his remarkable talents. He is not only a gifted mathematician, but also an unparalleled jokester. Present him with any mathematical challenge, be it multiplication, division, addition, or subtraction, and he'll swiftly provide a solution, all within the confines of his brilliant mind, without a need for pen and paper. Born with retinitis pigmentosa, Matthew faces a gradual narrowing of his vision, yet this obstacle doesn't dishearten him. Instead, he embraces each day with an unwavering enthusiasm, fearlessly tackling new experiences and charting his own course. Matthew possesses an insatiable thirst for knowledge, absorbing every piece of information presented to him. Observing him in action, one would hardly know any differences between him and his peers, for Matthew adamantly refuses to take the path of least resistance. Driven by an unyielding determination, he navigates through challenges with unparalleled resilience, demonstrating a strong spirit that promises nothing but success in his future. Congratulations, Matthew.
Autumn Marie Ladd is the student selected from Beulah Middle School. Stephanie Payne will share her story.
Autumn Marie Ladd. I shouldn't use her middle name because then she thinks she's in trouble. Right. Autumn was nominated by Beulah Middle School just because of the amazing person she is. Autumn is the type of student who is always learning. She is always willing to go above and beyond. She's always willing to help her peers, and she's always positive, both in school and out of school. Out of school, she is a cheerleader. And Escambia High School, you'll have to look out for her next year because she's already excited about going. Autumn works well independently and as a member of a team, and she has overcome great difficulties in reading in order to shine with A's and B's in her classes, and also helping her peers. So Autumn, I'm gonna miss you next year, but it's almost time to go, girl.
Riley Maycheck Cruz is the honoree from Blue Angels Elementary School. School counselor Gary Southworth, will share a story.
Good afternoon. Riley is a fifth grade student at Blue Angels Elementary School. He's overcome significant challenges in his young life. The most prevalent challenge is in his family dynamics. Through some unfortunate circumstances beyond Riley's control, his parents have periodically been absent for most of his life. He and his siblings have been raised by multiple caregivers in multiple settings. Riley is the oldest, which responsibility was thrusted on him at an early age. Riley also recently found out he has a medical condition affecting his heart. Riley initially took the news hard, but has since developed a positive attitude and can-do spirit. He will not let that medical condition hold him back in school or his extracurricular activities. Riley's been with us since kindergarten. We have raised him since kindergarten. We've seen him grow. He has 0 behavior referrals, that's all 6 years, mostly A's and B's. He has earned A+ in citizenship his entire 5th grade year. So when life knocks you down, and I use the word when, it's not if, when life knocks you down, you have 2 choices. You can continue to stay down, make excuses, blame others, feel sorry for yourself, or you can choose to get back up, dust yourself off, and keep moving forward towards your goals and your dreams. Riley chooses the latter. He is a prime example of perseverance, and it's going to serve him well in the future. And you do have a bright future. Y'all please put your hands together for Riley Maycheck Cruz.
Bratt Elementary School chose Weston Spicer as their hero. Principal Amy McCrory will tell us why.
Good afternoon. I would like to present to you Mr. Weston Spicer. He has attended Bratt Elementary since kindergarten, and during that time he has inspired everyone around him to persevere and not let anything stop them from succeeding. Although he has faced many challenges, he has overcome them with grit, integrity, and perseverance. Weston does not seek praise or recognition. He prefers to go about the day accomplishing his school task independently, determined to evade any help that is offered to him. He is one of a kind student who has an overwhelming desire to make those around him feel special. Weston is an encourager and has a unique ability to see the needs of others. All of the staff at Bratt agree that Weston definitely has a great sense of humor. Not a day goes by without him making his teachers and classmates smile with some witty comment or joke. He even has some political jokes, but we won't get into that today. He has a unique ability to inspire happiness and puts others in a good mood. Weston is a team player. This year at Bratt, he volunteered to be Buzz Lightyear at the Toy Story-themed 5th grade talent show. Weston works with the morning news crew, and he enjoys whatever role he is given. When he is not at school, you will find him in the woods hunting or near the water fishing because he loves the outdoors. There is nothing that can stop Weston from reaching his goals in life. Bratt Elementary is incredibly proud to name Weston Spicer our Cox hero.
Kayla Edwards, teacher at Brentwood Elementary School, will now introduce us to their nominee, Hannah Bertsinger.
Hannah is a 5th grader at Brentwood Elementary, and she is one of the most inspiring students I've ever met. She's shown great fortitude to conquer both mental and physical disabilities. This year, Hannah actually moved from a fully self-contained multi-grade level classroom to a gen ed classroom full-time, and she is soaring. She collaborates with her classmates throughout the day and always offers kindness and respect to her peers. Hannah is hungry for knowledge. Her favorite subject is science, and she always is found with a book in her hands during free time. Hannah's career goal is to become a park ranger, and I'm confident that she will do that. She is a perfect example of what can be achieved with persistence. Hannah is always sharing a smile with her peers and encouraging all students and teachers alike. It is an honor to be able to present her as Brentwood's Cox Inspirational Student Hero of the Year.
But our next honoree comes from Brown Barge Middle School. Marcel Gibbs. It will be introduced by Kennedy Turan.
In March 2022, Marcel's family's lives changed forever. Marcel's mother was brutally attacked while at work to support her family, altering their normalcy and sense of security on a seemingly normal day. As a young middle school student, this greatly affected Marcel's daily life, including school, as he continued to worry about his mother's health and his family's well-being. As you can imagine, this can be a lot for an adult to bear, but for a child, the lasting effects of physical violence can alter their sense of self and sense of normalcy for the rest of their life. In the aftermath of the attack, Marcel became extremely reserved and quiet, with his mind fully invested in other things. His playful childhood innocence stripped away from him due to a brutal act of violence. Now, in 2024, I'm pleased to announce that the justice system has successfully convicted Marcel's mother's assailant, allowing them to begin the healing process and look towards a happy and bright future. In the months following the conviction, Marcel has been able to breathe easier, focus on his academics, and be a young boy, enjoying the things that he loves, spending time with his friends, and being an all-star student. Marcel now has a constant grin on his face, is a helpful friend to his peers, and is an inspiration to all who have the pleasure to know him. And we love him very much.
Zaylee Baker from Burnville Elementary School will now be recognized by Jackie Johnston and Jesse Hall.
Brave, compassionate, empathetic, smart, trustworthy, resilient. There really aren't enough words to describe Zaylee's depth of character. She is a student who always tries to do the right thing, even when the right thing is not the popular thing. The definition of hero is someone who is admired for courage and strength, even when faced with obstacles. This definition is completely true of Zaylee. She shows courage and strength daily. Over the summer, Zaylee was admitted to the hospital for a dangerous and rare mastoid infection. Excuse me. With proper and intensive treatment, she was able to recover and get discharged. However, shortly after the school year began, Zaylee started developing some worrisome symptoms. She began to feel like the walls were closing in on her and experiencing some sadness that she was not used to feeling. Zaylee reached out to her mother, who wasted no time in getting her daughter the help she needed. Since then, Zaylee has been back to her kind-hearted, happy self. In the classroom, her experience allows her to have extra patience and grace for her classmates. She's also the first to pay a compliment and makes it a point to greet her friends with statements like, "I love your outfit. You're so smart. I'm happy you're back at school." Zaylee built others up because she knows how one positive comment can truly make all the difference. With all the negativity you hear about in the world, it's refreshing to know that students like Zaylee are here and making a positive imprint on the world. Burnville Elementary is so proud to have Zaylee Baker represent us as our 2023-24 Cox Hero.
Prasija Ulrich Brannon, apologize, I'm sure I butchered that, from C.A. Weiss Elementary School will now introduce us again to their hero, Zyla Goebel.
Zyla is a hardworking student who has overcome many barriers during her time here at C.A. Weiss. Her teachers describe her as loving, respectful, and kind to others. Zyla has continuously put her best foot forward at school each day, despite difficulties she has faced during her time here. She does not give up. With support, hard work, and confidence, she has pushed herself outside her comfort zone. She recently spoke on Channel 3 WEAR News about our custodian on the Angel and Our Miss segment. Zyla stated, "I knew I had to keep trying, even though I did not want to talk in front of people. Now I am more confident and comfortable." Zyla is part of the school step team where she has overcome the fear of performing in front of others and even has worked her way up to the front position of the team. This young lady is also part of our school mannerism group, the Elegance. Zyla is a leader within our school. She is always willing to advise other young girls at our school. I have observed her tell a young lady who was having a hard time, "You have to do the right thing so you can be successful, even if someone else doesn't. You have tell the teacher or ignore them. Don't get yourself in trouble." Zyla exhibits and motivates her peers to be loyal, kind, and confident in themselves. Miss Zyla Goebel is CAY's Cox Hero.
Nerea Tolles from Cordova Park Elementary School will now be introduced by Michelle Anderson.
I want to introduce you to Nerea Tolles. She is our Cox Hero for Cordova Park Elementary. In her very young life, she has overcome so many obstacles and transitions. She has been in foster care system, and with that, she has had many changes from different homes, different families, and different schools. Her teacher wanted all of you to know that every single day she is motivated to come to school. And when she gets there, she is ready to learn, and she tries her best. She's inquisitive, she's happy, and she helps her other friends follow the rules. Her teacher says that she is very impressed by her ability to persevere and overcome so many obstacles, even when she's not feeling her best. She was adopted this year. Yes. And since that time, the transition for her has even been more happy at school. And with her new family, she has soared beyond all of our expectations, and she continues to always do her best.
Jody Bridges from Inslee Elementary School will now introduce us to their honoree, Rafael Rios.
Rafael has attended Inslee since he was in kindergarten, so he's grown up at the school, saw him small, and now he's a little bigger. He's chosen by his teachers due to his resilience in the face of adversity 2 years in a row. So last year, Rafael broke his leg, skateboarding? Yeah, roller skating. I'm sorry, roller skating. He was roller skating, broke his leg. That put him on crutches for a while. That wasn't the end of it, though. Last fall, due to infection and some bone spurs, he had to go back in and operate again. So he had to do it twice. So he was on crutches all fall. He had to miss his beloved soccer, right? But that didn't bring him down. Raphael came in every day, smile on his face, and he was in safety patrol. So he'd always come in, one of the first kids in my classroom, come in, dropping off his stuff, getting a safety patrol bell, going back out, and our classroom is probably the farthest from the drop-off lane, isn't it? It's like all the way at the end of the school. Right, so he'd have to walk all the way back in his crutches and his cast all fall. But he never let it slow him down. His leadership skills are demonstrated in his being on the safety patrol. He made AB honor roll for the second quarter, and his hard work earned him acceptance to Brown Barge Middle School, which I'm pretty excited about. That's pretty awesome. Raphael's been a leader in my classroom, always A+. I think you pretty much got 100 every quarter on your citizenship. Always A+. Always lending a hand in the classroom, always encourage people to read, getting on Mayan, encouraging people to get their accelerated reader test. So he's just been rock solid in overcoming a lot of adversity. So Ensley Elementary is proud to recognize Rafael Rios as our Cox Hero and Student of the Year.
Tyvanna Bellanger, principal at Ernest Ward Middle School, will now introduce us to their honoree, Aiden Adams.
Good afternoon. This is Aiden Adams. He's an 8th grader at Ernest Ward. And to put it short, Aiden Adams is a phenomenally inspiring young man who has faced more challenges in his short lifetime than most people do in their entire lifetime. In 2022, Aiden was diagnosed with a unique ability, which often causes him to have difficulty interacting with new people and being comfortable in social situations. His teachers all fought about who was going to write this, so he has a little bit from everybody in here. In 6th grade, Ms. Dunsford said Aiden would not raise his hand to answer a question in class. She states that when she met him, she immediately helped Aiden set goals to learn self-advocacy. So they worked hard. It started small. Aiden began by telling his neighbor in one class how to find the answer. It then progressed to Aiden raising his hand and the neighbor verbally giving the answer for Aiden when Aiden was called on. And a few months later, his friend said, "Well, go on and say it, man." And Aiden did. Miss Dunsford and all of his other teachers say that for the first time since they had met him, Aiden was willing to raise his hand in front of the entire class and answer questions. A few months after this happened, there were reports from all of his teachers that he was answering questions and speaking in every single class. Now, Aiden is enrolled in several honors classes and advanced classes. Even though he has ABA therapy, which pulls him out of school several afternoons a week, he has maintained AB honor roll all year long. He actually had straight A's for the 2nd and 3rd quarters, including his high school Algebra 1 honors class. No matter what has come his way, Aiden takes his days with grace and tackles each and every challenge as it comes. Aiden has shown an amazing commitment to his learning and faces every challenge with determination and perseverance. He seems to never be stressed out, to never have an unkind word for anyone, and to always keep his temper no matter the situation. Aiden is a fine example of an Ernest Ward Eagle, so for these reasons and more, it is our pleasure to recognize Aiden Adams as our Cox Hero.
Jaron Levi from Escambia High School, will now be introduced by Dr. Dana Body, principal of Escambia.
It is my honor to introduce Jaron Levi as our Cox Hero. Jaron is not just a student, he is a beacon of resilience and inspiration within our school community. Despite facing numerous personal challenges, he has emerged as a shining example of determination and strength. Raised by his grandparents, Jaron's journey through high school was far from easy. In the beginning, he faced challenges with attendance and lacked focus on his studies. However, Jaren's sophomore year marked a turning point. He began to take his classes more seriously, striving to improve his grades and build a positive relationship with his peers and teachers. By his senior year, Jaren's leadership qualities shone brightly. Not only was he a valuable member of the varsity cheerleading team, displaying commitment and dedication, but he also served as an assistant in our behavior coach's office. He exemplified compassion and empathy by offering support to his peers, especially our Access Point students. Whether lending a listening ear, providing guidance, or simply being a trusted confidant, Jaren has showed time and time again that he is a pillar of strength and support. He has become a young man of integrity, resilience, and determination. As he embarks on this next chapter of his journey, we have no doubt that he will continue to inspire others and achieve great things in life. Jaren, you make us proud every single day, and we cannot wait to see the incredible heights you will reach.
Sabrina Lyons from the Escambia Westgate Center will introduce us to their honoree at the elementary level, Brooklyn Wells.
Hello, everyone. I am honored to introduce you to Brooklyn Wells. Brooklyn is a first grader at Escambia Westgate who is always such a happy and social young little lady. She is visually impaired and began the school year learning how to navigate her classroom and trusting others to help her. Throughout the year, her abilities and confidence has grown. She is now able to push herself to work harder and overcome obstacles that once felt impossible. She is able to use her words and communicate her needs and wants, and has even learned how to use breathing techniques when she becomes frustrated. Her communication and vocabulary has expanded, and she has even started showing interest in learning words in foreign languages. Her exposure to a variety of music has sparked an interest in learning about different instruments such as the harmonica, clarinet, and the keyboard. Brooklyn has grown socially. She will tell her teachers, "Thank you for working with me," and will also encourage her friends when they have accomplished a personal goal. Along with learning Braille and learning how to use a cane, Brooklyn is growing academically and loves learning new things. We are sad to see her leave us next year, but we're super excited to see her progress so well in a gen ed school. Escambia Westgate is proud to have Brooklyn Wells as our Elementary Cox Inspirational Student Hero and ECCPTA Student of the Year.
And this is Liliana Purdue from Escambia Westgate Middle School level, and Kenya Grisham.
Liliana is a delightful young lady who enjoys exploring the world around her. She has made strides since coming to Escambia Westgate School. She was unable to tolerate alternative positioning, but now she is willingly participates in transfers in and out of her adaptive equipment. She has also become independent with daily skills. Although she consistently uses her ACC device to communicate, she is also trying to articulate her words, her wants, and her needs. Liliana's confidence and trust has grown leaps and bounds. Escambia Westgate School is proud to have Liliana Purdue as our Middle School Cox Inspirational Student Hero and ECCPTA Student of the Year.
All right, our next hero comes from Ferry Pass Elementary School. Josiah Ray will be introduced by Miss Bridges, his teacher.
Well, there are so many wonderful things I could say about Josiah. When I taught his sister during the 2020 school year, he was in second grade, and I knew then I wanted him to be in my class. I could go on and on about how smart he is, how funny, kind, gentle, and snuggly. But that's not what makes him our Cox hero. The reason why our school chose Josiah as our Cox hero is because of how resilient he is. On Monday, November 6th, we celebrated his birthday as a class with cupcakes that his mom sent. And by Friday, November 10th, Josiah's mom texted me to let me know that he had been taken to the hospital. We were noticing some symptoms that couldn't be explained, both at home and at school. And later that day, he was admitted to the hospital and diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. His whole life changed instantly. Suddenly having a cupcake to share with his classmates or earning a piece of candy for great work was out of the question. So much of elementary school is enjoying a little treat for great work and behavior, and Josiah earned a lot of treats. It's been a long journey for him, and it's certainly not over, but I've seen Josiah remain as sweet and loving and patient, and he always does that with a smile. He can light up any room. He never complained when he couldn't enjoy the same treats as his class. He has educated a classroom of kids on what it means to have diabetes. Through Josiah's journey, my class has become more caring, more kind, and empathetic of others. Josiah is now equipped with an automatic insulin pump, a monitor, and an awesome shirt made by a sweet mom that reads, "I can do anything except make insulin." That statement is so true. Josiah can truly do anything, and he does it with a smile. We are so proud to name Josiah Ray as Ferry Pass Elementary's Cox Hero.
Charles Pugh is the honoree from Ferry Pass Middle School, and Kimberly Warren will introduce us to him.
Good afternoon. First, I'd like to say Charles is such a soaring eagle at Ferry Pass that he noticed the eagle on the flagpole was turned the wrong way. So he let Mr. Johnson know, you need to fix that. Okay. Charles Otis Pugh was selected at Ferry Pass Middle School Cox Inspirational Student Hero and ECC PTA Student of the Year because of his strong determination and resiliency. Charles lost his father, which was a law enforcement officer in Santa Rosa County during the COVID season in 2020. In spite of this disadvantage loss, Charles has done his best to make sure that he makes the most of his middle school career. Not only is he an excellent band student, but he plays 5 different instruments very well. He is always willing and eager to help the students and teachers at Ferry Pass Middle School. He has a sister who attends our school as well with special needs, but he's always very compassionate and concerned and caring for her. She's here with us today, and she was just as excited as he was to get this award. Charles always has a radiant smile, and in fact, once I told him he was nominated, when I would see him, he would say, "Ms. Warren, did you hear anything yet? Ms. Warren, did you hear anything yet?" And I didn't want to tell him, but I was so elated I was about to burst. But I was so happy to tell him today. I waited until today, but his mother knew that he got it. And he was so happy, but before he knew he got it, he was saying, well, even if I don't get it, I'm happy for whoever is selected. That's how caring and compassionate he is. He is such a role model to the students and the teachers at Ferry Pass Middle School. He is a joy to have at Ferry Pass Middle School. We know that his mother is very proud of him, and she depends and leans on him for whatever she needs. And he's right there, always willing to help her. We at Ferry Pass Middle School are proud and honored to have Charles recognized with this award. Thank you.
Lala Pierce from Global Learning Academy will now introduce us to their student, Alexander Tukes.
Alex's story is a difficult one, and though we realize these are hard facts, they are the facts of his reality and what makes his triumph so spectacular. On January 3rd, 2024, Alex's mother was reported missing. As many of you may know, an intensive community-wide search began, and sadly, she had passed away. Alex is surrounded by family and friends who love and care for him greatly, and he has continued, thankfully, as a 5th grader at Global Learning Academy, where he is also greatly loved. In spite of this tragedy, Alex comes to school, there it is, with that smile on his face, and is kind to all. He has a gentle spirit. He's an incredible artist who can often be found sketching pictures in great detail. He knows the Global Learning Academy pact by practicing honesty, accepting responsibility, choosing respect, and thinking safe. Miss Richardson, his teacher, says, he has such a loving, kind heart, a contagious laugh, and he's just the neatest kid. Many students in Alex's situation would allow circumstances to harden them and make them shut down. but he continues to work as an active member of our 5th grade class with great potential ahead of him. Global Learning Academy is so very proud to name Alexander Tukes our 2024 Cox Hero.
Ms. Peel from Helen Caro Elementary School will now introduce us to their honoree, Daniel Bishop.
Your teacher is shrieking in joy because the woodpecker is back in the window. Connor's pencil box just crashed to the floor for the 3rd time today. And the girls at your table can't seem to get Taylor Swift out of their heads. And Rosemary, she has now just sneezed substance all over your desk. This is just another day in 1st grade. Meanwhile, time is ticking, your journal isn't done, your iReady minutes are lacking, and you need to get this AR test done so you can make it to the library before it closes. The distractions and vigor of the classroom are enough to lead the most steadfast student astray. Now, throw in the effects of a sensory processing disorder and Tourette's, and it's an inner struggle that could bring any student to his breaking point. But not for Daniel Bishop. At 7 years old, Daniel is still learning his body and the new challenges it brings him. Yet, if you're sitting next to him, you would never be the wiser. The boy sitting next to you is the definition of a good friend and a partner. He's quiet, he's on task, he's always a good person to ask for help. He's excited to talk to you. He wants to play with you. He makes your school day better. I'm Carrie Peel, Daniel's teacher, and I could not be prouder of him. He's the dream student, attentive, engaged, kind, determined, and happy to follow directions. The A honor roll has not missed him yet. There is nothing easy about 1st grade. Yet somehow, despite life's challenges, Daniel makes it all look so easy. And that exceptionality makes Helen Caro Elementary School's Cox Hero.
Home Elementary School named Jaden Webb their Cox Hero and Student of the Year for 2024. And the principal, Terry Fina, will tell us why.
I told him when we were standing over here, don't blush, but now look at that. Jaden Webb embodies resiliency and determination in every aspect of his educational journey. Seriously? Despite many challenges and being diagnosed with migraines and seizures, plus being a 5th grader newly transitioning into a public school, Jaden's attitude shines with the remarkable willingness to embrace new experiences. His classroom participation is exemplary, reflecting his eagerness to engage with his peers and educators. Jaden's openness to trying new things not only showcases his adaptability, but also serves as an inspiration to those around him. Jaden's journey is also marked by he was put up for adoption when he was 5, and then after being in foster care, he was adopted 6.5 years ago. The many barriers and challenges he has approached do not faze him. He approaches daily with a positive mindset, demonstrating courage and resiliency in overcoming his obstacles. His selection as Cox Inspirational Student and ECCPT Student of the Year is a testament to his exceptional attitude and perseverance. Jaden's ability to thrive in the face of adversity and his unwavering determination to succeed make him deserving of these honors. His story serves as a beacon of hope and encouragement, reminding us of the power of resilience and the limitless potential within each individual, regardless of their challenges. Home Elementary is proud to have Jaden Webb as our Cox Hero.
Gavin Groff is the honoree this year from Hope Horizon Elementary level. His teacher, Tammy Jo Dublin, will share the story.
Gavin is a 5th grade student at Hope Horizon in my classroom, and he's been with us since 1st grade. On the first day of school this year, our classroom discussed that just because you attend Hope Horizon doesn't mean that you can't still be a good student, a successful student. The students decided that you could be a good student even if you attend an alternative school setting, have an IEP, have accommodations, have a behavior contract, participate in counseling, and ask for breaks during the school day. Gavin took to heart the ideas we discussed on the first day of school, and he made a decision. He decided he would be a successful student this school year, and he honored that decision every single day this school year, making his day every day. Every morning when Gavin walks through the classroom door, he chooses to overcome his challenges by maintaining a positive attitude, setting attainable goals, working hard to meet those goals, and just overall giving his best effort to be successful in the classroom. Words that staff and students collectively use to describe Gavin: thoughtful, kind, caring, hardworking, funny, and just an all-around amazing kid. Through Gavin's own efforts of actively developing and engaging in perseverance, Gavin has made significant growth in all areas we progress monitor, including behavior and academics during the 23-24 school year. Additionally, Gavin earned AB honor roll for the first time this school year. He has maintained level 1 all school year, setting a new record at Hope Horizon. Gavin shared with staff that when he grows up, he wants to return to Hope to work with and help kids that have faced similar challenges he has faced. Today at his transition IEP meeting, our principal said he's hired. As much as we are going to miss Gavin and the positive influence he brings on campus, we are also so very excited and proud that Gavin is graduating from Hope Horizon this year and transitioning to his neighborhood gen ed school. But he will always be a Hope Horizon Phoenix, and Hope Horizon could not be more prouder to announce Gavin, who was unanimously voted by staff as our Cox hero.
Shannon Cross and Sarah Wallace from Jim Allen Elementary School are next to the stage to introduce us to their honoree, Sean Hammondtree.
When you hear the quote, "Be the reason a child feels welcomed, seen, heard, valued, and loved," the thought of a special teacher may come to mind. However, in this case, the quote is more fitting for Jim Allen's Cox hero, Sean Hammondtree. Sean Hammondtree flipped the script, walked into our classroom, and changed our lives forever. Sean started at Jim Allen in February 2023. He was placed in a self-contained K-5 classroom due to his history of behavior. You see, what you don't know about Sean is that he has experienced more trauma in his 11 years than most of us will in our entire lives. Out of respect for Sean and his family, we will not go into detail about his past because it is just that, the past. But the words strong, fighter, and overcomer should come to mind anytime you think of him. Trust in others and faith in life did not come easily to Sean. He started the transition to our general education classroom in the winter of 2023 with his guard up. We can only imagine what it must have felt like walking into a classroom with 23 other students after having been accustomed to a more restricted environment. However, within just 1 week, Sean was the life of the classroom. He does not start his day without greeting his teacher, complete with eye contact, and he has an answer for every question asked in every subject. He is captain of the classroom football team at recess, and he has a table full of friends at lunch every day. The biggest thing that we have noticed is that he smiles. He smiles when we talk about classwork, and he smiles when we talk about family. He loves his new family. Sean is happy now. While our class may have prepared Sean for the transition to middle school, we were never prepared for what he would teach us. Compassion, patience, empathy, and teamwork are just a few character traits that the 24 students will leave 5th grade with after having met Sean Hammondtree. Our classroom dynamic would never be what it is today had Sean not graced us with his presence. What my students have learned through Sean are things they will never forget and will use for the rest of their lives, and that is more than anything we could have ever taught him from a book. So today we honor Sean, and we hope that one day you are fortunate enough to have the opportunity to meet a hero like him.
Our next honoree comes from Jim Bailey Middle School. This is Grant Nunley. He will be introduced by Lindsay Whitley.
It is with great pleasure that Bailey Middle School honors Grant Nunley as our Cox hero. Grant joined Bailey during his 7th grade year. He quickly showed what an amazing student he is. He doesn't let his disability deter him from striving for greatness. He overcomes the physical obstacles he faces with determination. He sets goals and reaches them. He arrives to class each day with a smile on his face, ready to learn attitude, and a happy disposition. He participates in class discussions and enriches the learning environment with thoughtful insight. Grant is not afraid to try new concepts in math. He typically scores the highest on quizzes and tests in his science class. His teacher would describe Grant as an old soul, inspirational, mature, and has a wicked sense of humor. He is always positive, diligent with his studies, and strives for excellence. Grant's dedication to perfectionism in his classwork is something other students could strive to emulate. Even when things are difficult, Grant is a ray of hope and a sunshine. This is why he is our Cox hero.
So we have reached the halfway point of this year's awards. At this time, I would like to introduce Latasha Harris, the Student of the Year Committee Chair for the ECC PTA and PTSAs, and she's going to take us the rest of the way.
Our next honoree is from Kingsville Elementary School and will be presented by Marina Keegan.
Let me introduce you to a true hero. This is Colton Hernandez. He has faced many challenges and adversities in his education thus far. Colton has autism spectrum disorder, which comes with its own challenges. He started his education in a self-contained classroom, but he's worked very hard and overcome many adversities to now be in a 5th grade inclusion classroom. At times, things can be difficult, but he has shown perseverance through it all. No matter what comes his way, he manages to regulate his positive attitude despite these adversities. One of our favorite things about Colton is his fun personality and watching him always encourage others to do the right thing. You should not sit by Colton if you plan to break the rules, because he will surely call you out and make sure you're doing the right thing. This inspirational student hero works hard, has a great sense of humor, and is very creative, and he loves math. He's very smart. Ladies and gentlemen, Kingsfield Elementary is proud to recognize Colton Hernandez as our Cox Inspirational Student Hero.
Our next honoree is from Lincoln Park Elementary, and she will be presented by Miss Caitlin Roberson. Miss Ariel Spencer.
Ariel Spencer has been nominated for the Cox Hero Award for Lincoln Park Elementary due to her remarkable journey of overcoming academic difficulties and emerging as one of the highest 5th grade students, especially in ELA. Despite facing numerous personal challenges, Ariel exhibited unwavering determination and resilience in conquering her obstacles. Her journey is a testament to her remarkable fortitude and perseverance, and she navigated through setbacks with grace and determination. Ariel's nomination for the Cox Heroes Award is a reflection of her remarkable transformation and resilience. From struggling with academic challenges to excelling academically, Ariel's story inspires others to persevere in the face of adversity. Her ability to adapt and conquer personal problems showcases her strength of character and serves as an inspiration to her peers and the entire Lincoln Park community. Ariel's nomination is a well-deserved recognition of her remarkable journey and the positive impact she has made through her determination and resilience. And although as of last week, Ariel's family has moved and she now attends MacArthur, we are still very proud to nominate her as the Cox Hero recipient for Lincoln Park Elementary.
Our next student hero is from Lipscomb Elementary and will be presented by Kenna Geiger and Serena Franklin.
Good afternoon. Soraya's remarkable journey began as a micro preemie, weighing less than 2 pounds at birth, despite facing numerous challenges from wearing a trach to catching up with developmental milestones. Soraya's unwavering positive attitude has been her guiding light. Her triumph over medical obstacles defies research predictions, and she continues to achieve remarkable milestones every day. Not only is she on the honor roll, but Soraya also actively engages in class, offering assistance to her peers. Her smile has the power to brighten any room, making her a hero not only to her fellow students, but also to adults. Her story is a true testament to the strength of the human spirit and serves as an inspiration to all who encounter it. Her resilience and her determination have earned her the title of R.C. Lipscomb's Cox Inspirational Hero.
Our next hero is from Longleaf Elementary School, and she will be introduced by Rafaela Harris.
Today, Amaya Clark is a charismatic, motivated, strong, empathetic young lady with leadership qualities. She has made great strides in who she is over the past several years. Amaya has overcome family struggles as well as behavior and academic issues. Amaya has had a challenging childhood, but with a supportive and loving grandmother, Amaya is flourishing into a confident, accountable, and thoughtful young adult. Amaya strives to do her best, asking for help when she needs it, asking to redo assignments when she is not satisfied with the outcome, and advocating for her rights and the rights of her peers. I could not be more proud of Amaya. I've seen her grow this year from not caring about academics to putting forth her best effort, and she should be proud of herself. I can't wait to see the positive impacts of the fierce and uplifting force that Amaya will have on this world.
Next, we will have Miss Lisa Thomas and Miss Meg Rivers from MacArthur Elementary School to introduce their student hero.
The Cox Hero Award recognizes outstanding students who have demonstrated remarkable resilience and courage in the face of adversity, inspiring others through their determination and strength. Gracie's story exemplifies the true essence of this award. Gracie, despite facing significant challenges, including the loss of a limb at a very early age and enduring significant personal challenges, you have not only persevered but have thrived. Although losing a limb to amputation would have dampened the spirits of most any person, you have continued to push through this adversity and attempt every challenge that comes your way, from riding horses to learning to do cartwheels on the playground. When some people would have given up or given in to the voices that overwhelmingly say you can't, Gracie, you spoke with true tenacity and said, I can and I will, just watch me. Your ability to overcome such obstacles speaks volumes about your resilience, inner strength, and unwavering spirit. Your continued perseverance serves as a powerful testament and inspiration to others who may be facing similar challenges. I'm crying because I've had her for 2 years, and I have to say goodbye this year. Your unwavering determination to succeed despite the odds is truly commendable and deserving of recognition. You are the reason we are here. I cannot think of a more deserving recipient for this award than Treasurer Gracie Boyer. Her story should remind us all that with courage and determination, anything is possible, and that is why she is MacArthur's Cox Hero.
Our next Cox Hero is from Molino Park Elementary and will be presented by Sharon Kite.
Good afternoon. I'd like to introduce you to Pedro, better known as LP Flores, to us at school. He is a very respectful student. He is eager to learn. He always has that smile on his face. He has had some academic difficulties in the area of reading, but he's not allowed those difficulties to impact him. He's compensated with exceptional listening comprehension skills. Despite any obstacle, he remains motivated and eager to excel in all academic areas. LP shows compassion for others, especially those that are struggling in academic areas where he has made great gains. He understands and knows how it feels not to understand something, and this has made him a valuable asset to assist his peers who may be struggling as well. We know with these attributes, LP will be able to accomplish anything he sets his mind to in the future. Molina Park is proud to present you Pedro LP Flores as our Cox Inspirational Hero and ECCPTA Student of the Year for the 23-24 school year.
Our next honoree is from Myrtle Grove Elementary and will be presented by Miss Gina Hoyland.
Cameron is a kind and friendly fifth grader from Myrtle Grove Elementary School. As we all know, a lot is going on in 5th grade. Students are learning new and challenging curricula to finish their elementary school academics as well as preparing for middle school. Cameron's 5th grade school year was disrupted slightly when she had an injury to her patellar tendon and kneecap. Cameron's situation would require surgery. One can only imagine how painful this medical condition is, both before surgery and during rehabilitation. Cameron was placed in hospital homebound. This allowed her to remain in her class, but do schoolwork remotely from home. Cameron was out the entire second quarter, but fortunately, she could return at the beginning of the third quarter. Her diligence in completing schoolwork at home had positive outcomes on her return to class. Cameron's classmates were amazing during the time she was out, communicating through Google Classroom chat, and they welcomed her back with smiles and hugs. She continues to have regular physical therapy to help strengthen her leg. Having a medical procedure like this can derail the best of us. Cameron has remained positive in both her attitude and outlook throughout. Myrtle Grove is proud to have Cameron Forrester as our Cox Inspirational Student Hero, ECC PTA Student of the Year.
Our next honoree will be presented by Michael Hayes from M.B. Cook Elementary School.
I'd like to introduce you to Lexi Knight. She is M.B. Cook's Cox hero. Okay? Lexi has shown great resilience during her life, from being born into homelessness to being in foster care to finally finding her permanent family through adoption. Lexi has not always known when she would have a meal to eat or a safe place to sleep. From kindergarten to 3rd grade, she bounced between 3 different schools many times and had to deal with the challenges that come with having to readjust to different school settings so often. She has worked hard to be the best she can be under tough circumstances. 2 years ago, Lexi was brought into the M.B. Cook family, and not only that, but into our principal's family. Since attending Cook, she has proven to be a fast learner, willing to do anything to achieve good grades and to be part of something special. She has made great strides academically, all the more impressive considering her challenging beginnings. In my class, she wants to be a leader and to continue to work hard toward her goals. Lexi is an M.B. Cook shining star and a hero that we're very proud of.
Our next honoree is from Navy Point Elementary School and will be presented by Timothy Shields.
We're a little nervous. All right, so Navy Point is proud to recognize Amelia R. Pineda as our Cox Student Hero. Amelia's family moved to the United States 2 years ago from Chile. And she has completely amazed us with her success of learning the English language. Her mother works very, very hard and values education and is highly motivated in making sure she gets the best education every single day. Amelia is a model student that has become a leader in the classroom, and she is always eager to help other students and me, and also grow academically every day. She is never afraid to ask for clarification to make sure she fully understands a question or a task at hand. She strives for excellence in all tasks and encourages others around her to do the same. Amelia moves as a humble spirit, and a joy for learning is infectious to her peers and her teachers. Thank you.
Come on.
Our next Cox Student Hero is from Northview High School and will be presented by Raja Atala.
Good afternoon. It is my pleasure to introduce Allie Jones for the Cox Hero and the ECC PTA Award. Allie was born with hip dysplasia, which means she did not have hip sockets and her legs were in dislocated positions. She had her first surgery when she was 6 months old and was placed in a half-body cast. When she was in 5th grade, she had her second surgery. This 5th grade surgery was simply the beginning of a series of 8 to 9 surgeries that she would go through during her school years of middle and high school, averaging 1 to 2 hip surgeries a year, including 2 major POA surgeries and 2 hip replacements. Surgeries throughout her school years have made her miss long periods of school, some up to 2 months at a time. During those times, she diligently continued to do her schoolwork from home. She maintained good testing scores and high grades, allowing her to enroll in honors classes throughout her high school and maintain an unweighted GPA above 3.5. Allie enjoys painting, and she was an active member of Northview's Art Club. She had her artwork displayed at the Pensacola Fair and at the Pensacola Art Museum. Her interest in art extends to culinary. She was part of Northview's Culinary Academy and has earned 2 industry certifications. She's also an SJA member, a member of the National Society of High School Scholars, and a Rotary Club Academic All-Star. Most of us take walking for granted. We enjoy walking without concern of pain. For Allie, she has to consider pain whenever she has to do a task that requires walking, and often that pain is severe. Her journey with surgeries and pain will continue throughout her life. Allie will be graduating in 17 days from Northview High School with honors. She plans to attend Pensacola State College and major in psychology with minor in fine arts. Her major health struggles and her talent in art have led her to have a goal to become a counselor for children specializing in art therapy. Allie's resilience and diligence throughout her school years are now reflected in her drive to excel in her life goals to make a meaningful difference in the lives of many. Congratulations, Allie.
Our next presenter is Miss Stacy Hernandez, and she is going to present the Cox Hero from Oakcrest Elementary School.
Good afternoon. So my baby wasn't able to make it today because of this. She has a very difficult situation. But regardless, we still want to honor her today. So here we go. In recent years, more than ever before, immigrant students have been flooding classrooms throughout the United States. With each and every one of these students comes a personal story to tell about a great journey full of crippling moments that have been encountered and overcome. Some still hurtling towards numerous impairing obstacles they jump and slay daily in order to maintain themselves alive and well. Maria Cuellar Laínez is a little 10-year-old girl born in the ruthless mountains of Central America. Back home, Maria would climb up the Sierra and pick up coffee with her mother and siblings in order to humbly provide for themselves. At some point, they made the big decision to leave their laborious lives and move to the United States to seek better opportunities. Their strenuous trip has been nothing but havoc, from the backs of trucks to hikes across the jungle, staying with friends of relatives and others they have just now met. After almost a year, Maria and her mother, Carmen, are still looking for a stable place to live. Their avid struggle to support themselves is continuous. They strive every day looking for support that'll offer them a better life, always with the biggest smile upon their face. Maria has overcome with great resilience cultural obstacles, including language and customs, trying to understand the means and ways of a foreign country. All of this with the limited access to resources due to lack of documentation, zero financial help, adequate housing, etc. Maria is learning, though. She's thriving with great determination in the setting she finds herself surrounded by. She's making changes in her life and accepting controversies, making them hers, owning up to every circumstance, facing it eye to eye, and overcoming each and every one of her disarrays, again, with the most beautiful smile illuminating her face. I wish you guys could see her. She's beautiful. Thank you, though.
Our next honoree is from Pensacola High School and will be presented and introduced by Colonel Scott Gilbo.
The fan club arrived. Robert Minter is one of our most inspirational students and one of the most inspirational you'll ever meet. When you first meet Robert, you quickly will learn how smart, disciplined, and optimistic he is. However, you may never know that he's also a homeless student who has spent most of his life bouncing around from place to place, faced with related barriers to homelessness such as transportation issues and lack of resources. It wasn't until his senior year that he realized that he was technically homeless. Robert says he's just never known anything different his whole life, so he accepted his circumstances and moved on. Rather than feeling sorry for himself, Robert held his head high, relates his tenacity, his strength and work ethic to overcoming challenges. He says that what kept him moving forward were his life best friends, his teachers, and especially the AFJROTC program at his school. Robert went through school choice to go to Pensacola High School because he wanted to be in the AFJROTC program. He's always had big dreams of becoming a pilot, and in his fourth year of ROTC, it was the year that Robert was the corps commander of his unit, leading, mentoring, and overall responsible for over 100 other student cadets training at Pensacola High School. He is also the recipient of the Air Force Association Award, a national award, which is one of the highest awards bestowed on a cadet for those who exemplify our core values of integrity, service, and excellence. However, his personal biggest success was being accepted to the Air Force National Flight Academy last summer, where he was one of just 300 students accepted nationally. There he completed his flight training and now has his own private pilot's license. In August, Robert will attend the University of West Florida and continue to pursue his love of flying. Robert's story is truly a testimony to the importance of connections and relationships in other times of crisis rather than isolation. He also inspires us to focus on our dreams and goals to propel us towards a brighter future. For all these reasons mentioned, Pensacola High School is honored to present Robert Minter as our 2024 Inspirational Student Hero.
Principal Deborah Ray from Pine Forest High School will present to us our next Cox Student Hero.
Good evening. This week we celebrate Teacher Appreciation Week. Pine Forest High School recognizes our teachers as superheroes of education who inspire, empower, and make a difference in the lives of students daily. This evening it is my honor and privilege to introduce to you our inspirational student hero and ECC PTA Student of the Year, Miss Alicia Ulrich, who was nominated because of her beautiful personality and wonderful attitude. Alicia has an intellectual disability, but it does not stop her from being the person she is today. She turned 20 this year, but it has not stopped her from finishing high school. Alicia started high school during COVID and went to virtual school. During virtual school, it was just not easy for her, and because she has hands-on learning as her preference for style. It took a while to transition her back into brick and mortar, but she comes to school with a positive attitude and willingness to do whatever is asked of her. This year, Alicia has participated in our on-the-job training program where she works in our ESE office. She learned to do numerous employability skills such as copying, shredding, filing, and organizing. She will help any teacher that needs her assistance without hesitation. Alicia not only comes to school with a positive attitude, but she has a goal to help others as well as work with animals. Her positive, helpful attitude and genuine smile brightens everyone's day. Alicia will graduate this year with her standard diploma and will continue her employability skills in our district extended program. We can't think of a better student to recognize as Cox Inspirational Student Hero. Way to go, Alicia.
From Pine Meadow Elementary School, we'll have Miss Michelle Williams introduce our next Cox student hero, who is Sakaya Soklo.
Right. Good evening. This is Kaya's first time on a stage, and we're both a little bit nervous, so. All right. Pine Meadow Elementary School is fortunate to call fourth grader Sakaya Soklo a Panther. Kaya, as she is lovingly known by the teachers and students at the Meadow, is one of the most kind and thoughtful students at our school. She goes out of her way to spread joy to her fellow students and is always willing to help others in any capacity. Whether sharing an original song, sometimes accompanied by a silly dance, a hilarious joke, or an uplifting story, Kaya always manages to bring a smile to the faces of those around her. Her compassion and understanding allow her to recognize and lend a hand to fellow students who may be facing struggles of their own. Typically, she is the first to provide encouragement, comfort, and support. Though she has faced academic and personal barriers, Kaya has worked hard to improve her academic performance. She has exhibited more than 1 year of growth in math thus far this school year and is well on her way to attaining proficiency in both math and reading. Kaya also has shown tremendous growth on a personal scale by not only applying coping strategies that she has been working on for over a year, but also by teaching those around her how to handle difficult situations with both peers and family members. Kaya has overcome much in her short life, and as a result, her goal is to become a certified school counselor because she has a strong desire to help others and make a positive difference in our world. Due to the adversity that she has faced, she has made it her mission to spend her life assisting others who are facing their own hardships. Pine Meadow is beyond proud to recognize Sakaya Soklo as their inspirational student hero and student of the year.
Our next student hero is from Pleasant Grove Elementary School and will be presented by Laura Dennis de Jesus.
She's afraid. So, good afternoon. Oops. My name is Lourdes de Jesus. I present you my student Charlie Smith. Charlie is a delightful student. She's always willing to help students in her classroom. Charlie can be seen escorting classmates to lunch to special area classes. In the classroom, Charlie helps her peers learn until already, or she helps them locate material they may need for learning. She also steps in to alleviate her classmate frustration when a teacher does not know the trigger of her classmate. Although Charlotte has challenges academically, she walks through the hallway with a smile on her face. She does not let the challenge she may face put a damper on her aspire. He knows that Charlotte loves herself and others will get the first in life. We are privileged and honored to present Charlotte Smith as Pleasant Grove Elementary School Cox hero because she exhibits the attribute of a hero to herself and a champion for those around her.
Our next honoree is from Ransom Middle School and will be presented by Charlotte Ruiz.
So I want to introduce you to Isaac Dillard. He's an 8th grader at Ransom Middle School, and he is our Cox inspirational hero. To know Isaac truly is to be inspired, and I've been blessed to be his and his twin sister school counselor for the last 3 years. Isaac had a sudden life-changing onset of a visual impairment in the middle of his 7th grade year. He went from being fully sighted to having spotty vision in one eye and the complete loss of sight in his other eye. This diagnosis has impacted him in every aspect of his life, from his hobbies, his ability to watch television, his ability to travel independently, how he accesses schoolwork, and the ease of which he completes assignments. More importantly to him, it has greatly affected his ability to draw, which is something that brings him great joy. He has found bravery to endure countless procedures and tests in order to obtain an accurate diagnosis and has traveled to specialists in order to receive care. With all of the stress and uncertainty of the new way of life he has been handed, he has also been able to keep straight A's in this school year. Now, this type of life-changing experience would be difficult for an adult to comprehend, but even more so for a teenager. So I've witnessed the courage and optimism to which Isaac has handled this difficult situation. He has not had pity on himself, but has found the motivation to push himself harder. He has picked up Braille more quickly than any student that his Miss Hebert, his visually impaired teacher, says she's ever seen. He uses his newfound cane skills to independently when he's out with his family. He's quickly picked up the ability to learn assistive technology in order to accommodate his remaining vision, and he has found new ways to do what he loves, which is to draw using an iPad and stylus instead of pen and paper. Not only that, and this is really the most important thing, in my opinion, he's made it his mission to end bullying and the exclusion of other students who don't fit the mold. He has single-handedly created an anti-bullying campaign and is very passionate about finding ways to help others not feel excluded. With this shirt he's wearing is part of that. You want to turn around and show him? His campaign is called No Heart for Harassment. Isaac is incredibly deserving of the Cox Inspirational Student Award because he is truly an inspiration to myself and to all. He has chosen to rise above his situation, to use it as motivation to serve others, and to put an end to bullying. He has handled everything life has unfairly thrown at him with the courage and bravery that most adults couldn't muster. I know that the future holds great things for Isaac, and that with his attitude, and especially his love for others, there is no limit to the way he can change the world.
Our next honoree is from Scenic Heights Elementary School. Miss Shelley Cox, principal, will introduce to us Diego Zepeda Soto.
Diego is a third grade student at Scenic Heights. Not only is this Diego's first year at Scenic Heights, it's his first year to attend school. First time to attend school in America, and first time to be taught in English. Prior to coming to Scenic Heights, Diego's mom, also a teacher, homeschooled him. For anyone who meets Diego, their first impression is always his joyful smile that radiates down from the top of his head down to the bottom of his feet. Diego's true home is in Mexico, but he and his mother have resided at Ronald McDonald House Charities of Northwest Florida for the past year, while Diego undergoes a clinical trial treatment for muscular dystrophy. While Diego and his mom are in Pensacola for the next several years, his father and sister remain in Mexico. Despite his inability to speak English, his limited ability to walk, and being thousands of miles away from home and family, Diego perseveres every day with a glowing smile and a contagious spirit of optimism. The impact that Diego has made goes far beyond Scenic Heights and Ronald McDonald House. He's impacting other children around the world who have been diagnosed with muscular dystrophy. And for this, Diego is truly our Cox hero.
Our next honoree will be introduced to us by Miss Angela Mott from Sherwood Elementary School.
Good evening. This is Elijah Tunstall, and actually, Elijah and I just met. I'm actually from Beulah. Due to some unforeseen circumstances, I got a frantic call or text from his school that no one was here, but he was here, and they wanted him to be recognized. And so I said, just send me your write-up, and I'll be sure to make sure he gets recognized. And a lot is said about first impressions, and I have to say, we just met 10 minutes ago, and I have to say he made a great first impression. It's obvious that he is a very well-mannered, well-deserving young man. So I'm going to read now what his school, actually when I told him, explained to him what happened and that I was going to read for him, he said, well, is there any other kids from my school here? And I said, no, they only pick one kid from every school. He said, really? I said, yes, you're the only one. They are that proud of you. So this is what his school has to say about him. Elijah is a student who is resilient beyond his young age. He has an incredible ability to adapt and make adjustments when faced with adversity, remain calm, and be a source of support for everyone around him. In the classroom, Elijah is a natural leader. He works very hard, learns from his mistakes, and tries to be a positive influence on all the other students. Despite the fact that he has been forced to transfer to 10 different schools throughout his elementary career, Elijah continues to work hard and be a leader in the classroom. From the moment he set foot at the Sherwood campus, Elijah showed determination and willingness to learn. Outside of school, at 12 years of age, Elijah is a model older brother to 3 younger siblings. He's responsible for getting them ready for school, ensuring they board their respective school buses, waiting for everyone to get off the bus after school, and preparing meals for them once they get home from school. He is a father figure to his younger siblings, constantly encouraging them to make good choices, be kind to others, but most importantly, through his actions, he teaches them how to be a resilient leader. Elijah is a true inspiration to his teacher, his classmates, and his siblings. His adaptability and unwillingness to fail are remarkable, and he will continue to lead and inspire others for years to come. And I know I'm very proud that I had the honor to meet you tonight and present you as the Cox Hero.
The next honoree is from Success Academy and will be introduced to us by Ms. Maureen Harden.
Mariah has overcome so many of life's obstacles with the utmost grace and dignity. Mariah was behind in school and was enrolled into Success Academy. She has thrived in this environment. She is responsible, respectful, and strives to make the most of life. Mariah is on target, getting back on track with her education. After school, she coaches a little league softball team and bowls, sometimes even offering private lessons to the younger students for bowling in her bowling league. Overall, she is an amazing young lady. It is an honor to teach and to know her. Success Academy's Cox Hero is Mariah Manthony.
Our next presenter, Ms. Laura Touchstone, principal at Tate High School, will introduce us to our next Cox Hero.
A hero is defined as an individual who garners admiration for their courage, remarkable accomplishments, or noble attributes. Among the noble qualities, the ability to make others feel at ease, welcomed, and valued stands out. Jackson Shelnut exemplifies a remarkable student who actively seeks to provide comfort to others. Despite encountering challenges in verbal communication, Jackson's actions eloquently convey his character. Every day, Jackson can be spotted in the hallways, warmly greeting both students and adults with a contagious smile, seemingly unaffected by any personal challenges. Regardless of the circumstances, Jackson consistently radiates positivity. Notably, when he notices someone feeling distressed, he promptly approaches them to offer solace. Jackson has a unique talent for bringing out the best in those around him. In Jackson's classes, there are students who often feel overwhelmed and tend to avoid social interactions. Remarkably, these same students actively seek out Jackson, welcoming his comforting gestures and interactions. In his understated and peaceful manner, Jackson Shelnut emerges as a leader. It is these exceptional qualities that define him as a hero on our campus. Tate High School's Cox Inspirational Student Hero and ECC PTA Student of the Year, Jackson Shelnut.
From Warrington Elementary School, Mr. Scott Wright will introduce us to the next Cox honoree, who is Mr. Elijah Curry.
All right, Elijah Curry came to 5th grade in the beginning of this year. He was returning from an alternative setting because of anger issues in his past. The first couple of weeks were a big adjustment for him. Our school is not short on antagonists, and they began getting on his nerves right away. We had a few situations that made us wonder if Elijah was going to make it. Then Elijah made a decision to start making better choices. He has not been perfect, but who is? He has shown staff and students his ability to be a leader in a positive way. Not only has he increased his efforts with behavior, but also with his academics. Elijah has been on the honor roll for the entire year and earned a level 4 in reading on his mid-year testing. Elijah has learned that getting angry does not improve negative situations, and he has proven to everyone, including himself, that he's able to make good choices and de-escalate intense situations. Elijah's been a pleasure to teach and an inspiration to his peers. He will be exciting to see what Elijah is able to accomplish in his years ahead. We are proud to have Elijah Curry representing Warrington Elementary School as our Cox hero.
Our next honoree is from Washington High School. Mr. Reynaldo Gonzalez will be introduced to us by Ms. Holly Schumpert.
In every graduating class, I find that there are students who come along who make an impact on me far greater than the impact I will ever make on them. And for me, Ray is one of those students. Ray Gonzalez is one of the most resilient young men I have ever met. Ray found himself in a difficult position last year through no fault of his own. The stable environment he thought would see him through until graduation was unfortunately dissolved, and he was left to figure out how to take care of himself. Along with the help of our amazing district homeless liaison, Cassandra Manis, and the Children's Home Society, we found Ray a placement. It was a bit chaotic, and through all the chaos, Ray's attitude was beyond reproach. He stayed positive, never complained, and when I asked him in my office about his new living situation, all he told me were the good things about it. He did not mention one negative thing. He has persevered to keep his grades on track, and in 17 days, he will graduate on time with the class of 2024. Ray is already employed, and he never hesitates to share what he has with others. He never focuses on a lack of resources, but rather maintains a stance of gratitude for what he has been given. He is the definition of true generosity. He is such a joy to work with and has reminded me to see with the eyes of gratitude every day. There is a quote that says, "You don't meet people by accident. There's always a reason, a lesson, or a blessing in your connection." Ray, for me, you have been all three. Crossing paths with you has truly been a gift. You are a hero in the truest sense of the word, if ever a hero there was. Booker T. Washington High School is proud to have Reynaldo Gonzalez represent the Wildcat family as our Cox hero.
Our next Cox Inspirational Student Hero is from West Florida High School and will be introduced by Mrs. Ursula Gaines.
Good afternoon. Aldondra is an extraordinary student whose perseverance and dedication shines brightly at West Florida High School. Despite facing challenges, his determination knows no bounds and he continues to succeed in his academic pursuits. His willingness to overcome obstacles sets him apart as an inspiration for peers and faculty alike. His success reflects his dedication and hard work, and his achievements are a vivid reminder to all that regardless of circumstances, every individual has a potential to thrive and make an impact. I would like to thank Alejandro, is what his science teacher says, for being a wonderful example of this. My notes, when you say the name Alejandro, there are several words that are synonymous to describe who he is: overcomer, fighter, winner, and warrior are just a few. To know him is to love him. He is a mannerable, kind, gentle, humble young man who is a true inspiration to all who meet him. Although his sight presents obstacles, he finds ways every day to persevere and keep pushing. To know that he achieves academic success, drives a car, and much more with just one eye is phenomenal. As one of his stakeholders who gets to experience him daily and to see him smile, I am proud that he is the representative of, he is our Cox inspirational representative, as well as the CCPTA Student of the Year. And so on behalf of the Principal of the Year, Mrs. Ishi Shannon, the administrators, Mr. Jeff Anderson and Mrs. Erin Kramer, we at 150 East Burgess would like to say congratulations to Mr. Aldondra Redmond.
Our next honoree is from West Pensacola Elementary School and will be introduced to us by guidance counselor Brittany Langlois.
Kaya is a shining example of resilience and strength. Despite facing loss of family members throughout her childhood, Kaya has shown remarkable determination and perseverance by excelling academically and maintaining a positive attitude. Kaya radiates positivity, always wearing a smile, and uplifts those around her. Kaya's caring nature and leadership qualities make her a role model for her peers, and her involvement in the student leadership team and safety patrol demonstrates her commitment to making her school a better place. Kaya's ability to overcome adversity while embodying kindness, leadership, and academic excellence is truly inspiring. We are proud to call her a West Pensacola Roadrunner and our 23-24 Cox Hero.
Our next Cox Hero is from Workman Middle School and will be introduced to us by Miss Ebony Pitts and Miss Amy Burns.
Maylee is a remarkable 7th grader attending Workman Middle School in our Access Points department. Despite numerous health challenges, she continues to persevere and shine. Originally from Taiwan, Maylee was officially and lovingly adopted in September of 2024. Adding a new chapter to her inspiring journey. Living with diagnoses such as epilepsy, I might mess this up, esotropia, central hypothyroidism, growth hormone deficiency, focal motor epilepsy, and a bilateral astigmatism, she continues to demonstrate incredible strength and resilience each day as she navigates her school life. She is a testament to courage and determination in the face of adversity with the support of her school community, friends, and family. She tackles each obstacle with a positive attitude and unwavering spirit. Her journey serves as an inspiration to those around her, showcasing that resilience, perseverance, and a positive mindset one can overcome any challenges that come their way. Maylee's resilience and tenacity exemplifies the true meaning of strength and serve as a beacon of hope for everyone she encounters. She is truly a remarkable individual with a passion for learning and a heart of gold. Her enthusiasm in school and eagerness to tackle new challenges sets her apart as a shining example of dedication and positivity. This is why Maylee is Workman's Cox Inspirational Hero for 2024. Hi.
Let's give all these wonderful students another round of applause. Before we close, we would like to encourage school officials to recognize these heroes in their schools. I'd also like to thank the Escambia County Board of County Commissioners, who will pass a resolution at their meeting on Thursday night, recognizing and honoring these outstanding young people. Thanks again to all of our schools for recognizing these amazing students and their achievements, and thank you to our government officials for showing your support today. If our students will make their way to the front for a group picture, this concludes the 2024 Cox Inspirational Student Heroes and Escambia County Council on PTAs and PTSA's Student of the Year Awards. Have a great evening.